Hello, this video is a collection of projects where I outsource my sewing materials, not from the fabric store. So let's get started. This is an electric snake or a drain cleaning equipment. You use this if you have a clogged drain in the kitchen or in the bathroom. I sewed a cover for it using a shower curtain liner. Yep, that's a shower curtain you're looking at. I bought the liner from a discount store. Shower curtains can vary in thickness. I choose the one that feels stronger and substantial to touch. Cost was $4.99. This is a creature comfort switch from humans to machine. A cover on top of existing sewing covers. This is a Goodwill find which used to be a quilted cover for a bed. Not anymore. I decided to give it another lease in life and make something useful out of it. Quilted materials like this have extra batting inside for insulation and added protection. Makes a good cover. This is a custom duck cloth bag I made for grocery bags. I needed a custom-shaped caddy bag to be used to stash the grocery bags. We always reuse food bags for other purposes. This is a stiff duck cloth, but not that stiff either. It can retain its shape, perfect for under-the-sink storage. I bought the material from a non-profit store that supports the senior center in the area. I saw this oilcloth and I like it. I have sewn pot covers before, but I've always wanted to sew a real plant pot. FYI, I have hundreds of plants as another of my side hobby. I just wanted to reimagine sewing and planting. This kind of oilcloth has a ripstop backing, the thick kind, and this is the one where it's not meant to be sewn. And that is why this has a wonky shape. It is uneven and the result is just okay. And I have this project now for about 4 years. It actually works as a direct garden pot for succulents and plants that need light watering. I bought this oilcloth from the hardware store. And yes, you can sew plant pots. And you're looking at it. First time I saw this fabric, it's in a roll with a masking tape, a mystery yardage fabric. It was hard to tell how big it was. You see, I tend to seek out mystery fabrics. This project may look simple, but this took a lot of thinking. A free-flowing apron from a random size fabric. This is trying to fit a square into a circle. It was not easy, but I made it work. And the line in the middle is not supposed to be there. I ran out of fabric. Cost of this apron is $4. Bought from a thrift store that supports the homeless people. This project has been an understudy. The fabric and its kind. I first found this in a Ziploc bag. It was a pre-cut shirt, 2 armholes, a front panel, and a back panel. Just 4 pieces. I felt blackmailed to buy it. Maybe the word was guilt. Whoever cut it, it was so mindful, perfectly cut, but never sewn. Some spirit was whispering to me, "Buy me, take me home, make me whole, and perhaps put me on a spotlight called the internet." I was weak. I bought it. I really think whoever used to own it is dead now. As if the fabric was talking to me to finish it. To learn a little bit about what it's like sewing knits, sold back in the days, perhaps 40-something years ago. $1.50 for this whole thing. This, if you can believe it, used to be a brand new quilt-size quilted blanket. Not anymore. It's now a bed skirt to a Cal king-size bed. Did you get that? This is another project where it took a lot of thinking because I tend to drip into this kind of puzzle thinking or puzzle sewing from a queen size to a Cal king size. We all do crazy stuff sometimes. But I'm glad I did it because it saved me money. I saw this at Joann's Fabric a while back, priced at $29.99 a yard. My point is, This type of double-sided quilted fabric is not cheap. The cost for the whole thing for this bed skirt was $9.99, brand new quilted fabric. The place I got it from was a grocery store. Sometimes they display seasonal blankets. Quilted skirt that you're looking at is from the grocery store. Next, these two prints were actually given to me by my friends. Small scraps, so I made mass out of it. This was years ago. This is to remind you that if you're looking for materials and you don't want to spend the money, do not be shy to reach out to your local neighborhood or network of friends or on social media. Make a post. Does anybody have a fabric they're not using? You'll be so surprised someone is happy to hear what you have to say. Here, take my scraps. I'll give it to you for free. It could be any materials. Try it, announce it, make a big stink to strangers and friends online. If you ask nicely and ever so sincerely, you'll be surprised some people can resonate and feel for you. Ask and you shall receive. Free. In my case, I have friends that just gave this to me. I got this from the dollar store, a laundry bag, but it eventually had holes on it. It was cheaply made and couldn't hold weight. So I recut it, sewn it back, and now it's an organizer for cleaning accessories. This dog cushion here is a reimagined project. This used to be a king size pillowcase with zippers on it. I recut it to fit this cage and put a foam on it, and now it's a pet bed. I think I got this pillowcase from the Goodwill store again. This is a product from Home Depot. Plastic sheeting for all-purpose use like construction or interior paint. So this can also be used as a tarp. Take a look at the dimensions. This is a lot of yardage. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Make it into something else. Cut some part of it, sew or duct tape it. I finally finished a cover for this portable pizza oven outside. Looks wonky because it's an odd shape to begin with. It's just for outside elements. Not very pretty, but I said this before in my other video. It's not a beauty contest. It is what it is. Next is a product I bought from a third-party Amazon liquidator store. I came on the day where everything was 35 cents. I got two of these very narrow but long plastic. That place, by the way, throws them in the dump if they couldn't sell it this low. Ah, wonderful. Another project idea, like I need a hole in my head. For 70 cents, let's make a cumbersome project. And by the way, this was so big to sew. Almost annoying. It needed to be sewn to make it work for my purpose. I made a cover for our tractor mower. Thank you, Papa Jep. This one I really didn't sew, but I'll give you an idea how to make any pillowcase into a pet bed instantly with no sewing needed. So this is what you do if you're feeling lazy, because even though I have a lot of sewing machines, I'm lazy too. So use any pillowcase, new or used. Buy a quilting batting, and they come with different thickness. They call it loft. If it's low loft, a yard at least. Or if it's a high loft, buy half a yard. Fold or cut it to shape, at least 2 inches high when folded. I got this pillowcase again from the Amazon liquidator store. It looks like a pet bed now, and your dog or cat will never know. This ruler case fabric used to be a cover from an ironing board. The print has matrix on it because it was intended for sewers and quilters. It was old and had holes on it. So I recut the fabric and made a ruler case out of it. And I don't remember where I got it. This cheetah dress used to be rolled fabrics in 4 separate pieces. Random shapes again. I took it home just to give myself a problem. The whole thing was under $3. Source: the thrift store. Next is a garage sale find. Used to be a child fleece blanket. You can see the blanket stitch. FYI, there is a machine that is called blanket stitch sewing machine. Did you know that? Okay, now from a blanket to a sewing machine blanket. $1 from the garage sale. This next one is a blackout fabric. There are different kinds of blackout fabrics. I was looking for one that is light duty, that is also a standalone fabric. And that's really hard to find in a fabric store. So I went to the discount store, bought a finished curtain, recut to size for that small window there. Well, I still have extra fabric for my shower curtain, so I made a cover for this generator pump. This is outside right now because it is being used to pump gray water. You do this on and off just before the big rainy season. Who knew it's another shower curtain fabric? Shower curtains are big pieces of clear plastic that can be recut to make something else. This is a checkbook case that I made. The material is a real leather but carded, thinner, so I guess it's now called a suede fabric. Notice there's no zipper. The closure I use is that of a window blind. A discarded window blind panel can be used as closure because it snaps back to if you do it correctly. My source for the scrap leather was the thrift store, and a friend of mine gave me this idea and also the scrap window blinds. This next one are just rugs for pee pads. I made a video about protected flannel, a washable alternative to disposable pee pads, but sometimes I couldn't get to the laundry fast enough, so I use a spare towel as pee pads. Puppy training can be tricky, so what I did, I recut this full bath size towel 3 times, so a zigzag on the raw edges. To wash this, you had to pre-soak it in water or pre-hand wash before throwing it with regular laundry. This is better than throwing money away with disposable pee pads. And by the way, some dogs chews on those disposable pee pads. $1 from the garage sale. I cannot emphasize this enough. This really will pay for itself. Printer cover. I bought a window cling so our dog won't stop scratching our window glass sliding door. Turned out it was a bad idea. The cling was so powerless next to a puppy. I couldn't throw it away either. My other problem was I already cut it into panels. This took months to rethink. What could I use this for? I got this idea. Make a new cover for our new printer. The window cling is actually a vinyl type fabric. So I sewed it. So what used to be a window cling is now a printer cover. My source, eBay. Next is a smoker cover project. Our barbecue came with a cover, but it was way too big. Also at that time, our smoker had no cover. So I recut parts of the barbecue cover and made a smoker cover. Added a little fabric to complete it. Source, bought the barbecue from HomeDepot.com. Okay, I happened to pass by a shop with a going out of business sign. Everything must go. It was an interior designer shop. I could tell she didn't do alterations either. That's different. It was all strictly interior decorating stuff. So I got this seersucker fabric from her leftover scraps. I think this was meant to be for kids' room curtains. I made a matching pajama to this top too. I needed to make a Halloween project. I bought this mask for 97 cents at Walmart. And I also saved up an old style pillow stuffing. The plan, I wanted to make a hair from this mask for Halloween. So I used a soldering tip, poke a hole on the edges and started sewing the hair stuffing. this next project I created from scraps. I saw this in a bag, all in pieces. I was so mystified of the shapes. I knew I had to do something about it and give it a second life. This used to be pre-cut shirt collars and pockets. Yes, collars and pockets, all pre-cut. You see, I get so challenged when I see small pieces of fabrics, trying to undo or redo this puzzle. So I recut everything to salvage and make a fabric out of it. Now you're looking at a fabric made from shirt collars or neckbands and pocket shapes. So really what I'm doing is I made fabric out of small scraps. This is a re-sewn stained quilter's pad I bought from a quilting fundraising sale. A quilt event, but used and second-hand stuff. Stained and dirty, so I removed it from the board and took it out from the pad. Wash it and sewn it back. The backing used here was a discard from a friend and she gave it to me. Now I repurposed the whole thing and it's now a sewing machine pad or a work pad. This footage here, many are made from scrap remnants, except the black floral dress. The emoji fabric came from Goodwill. It was originally a bed sheet for a twin bed. The tank dress donut was given to me by a friend. Everything in this clothesline were given away as gifts, all made by scraps. Next, I created a separate video about our wood splitter cover made from our animal feed bags and random stuff. Feed bags are mostly ripstop fabrics and can be made into a big giant tarp. My source, feed stores and pet stores. And if you're wondering, where do I get these ideas? I Google everything from my head because some of us are cursed with so many ideas. It's ridiculous. That's all, folks. A lot of these projects have a purpose too. I'm not doing this video to sound cool. I really have a use for these projects. This video is to inspire you to rethink, reimagine, repurpose materials for your next sewing project. Thank you so much for watching.